is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
God.
I'm more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored.
This is smart football, nothing less.
It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
This is the Super Bowl.
With both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try to take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. On 2nd and 9, Allen going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Yo, Shane. You my favorite hand-me different controller, the one with the grips on it. This one's like broke.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. And this one is massive.
Josh Lambo now for the point after.
Sorry.
Jesus, dude. That controller's like busted. Anyways, I'm up in the Super Bowl.
And this is up and good.
Super Bowl.
Now 7-0 Jaguars. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Oh my God.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now the man for
Granny Gaga.
This is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I ain't never heard that before. Granny Gaga. What? I know he did.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Pick that.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Don't be yelling. If you're gonna yell, go in the other room.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
No. Oh my God. Go back.
I got it. 5 wide. Bravo.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen eluding the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't.
I was watching 2 people.
Now wish a guy this caliber runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and a couple. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And go into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And all the way down to the 37. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 37-yard line. What a big run there to get out from the shadow of their own end zone. The defense is probably thinking, hey, let's pin him deep. Not the case.
You're exactly right. When I played, we used to have a defensive coordinator in these situations who would call the defense and tag onto it, get a safety, push them back. And sometimes you overcommit on defense, and it worked against them in this play. Offense worked it out very, very well.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
36.
What the?
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey.
Makes no sense.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Get there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9.
Oh my God,
Quickly
that was
here,
there.
that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from the 20 as they are now on the board here in the first half. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check the call.
Now Fournette. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Allen.
Oh, I did not see him.
Tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for
Nice.
him.
And he's free
I'll just kill
going
myself.
down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting
I
a
haven't
first
seen a
down.
punt return
Instead,
touchdown
he
in
takes
a
it all the
long
way and
time.
provides a big spark for his team.
I lost the news.
All day, baby, all day.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll toss it to Fournette. Powers through him. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a
Shut up.
Play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline.
Thank you.
Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From midfield, here's Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
You ain't going nowhere.
No, I did not mean to do that.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to
Oh God, my heart dropped.
He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but now it's third and goal. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and goal.
Hey, team 6.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, Allen
I'll take a third goal. I'll probably miss it. Oh God, I need a better kicker because that sucks.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman.
Oh, I made it. Oh God.
Stats and scores from earlier today.
No, I'm unstoppable. Let's go.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
God.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Lindsey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside
run
sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Stop picking at his scab. Obviously, he doesn't like it.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
What we got? Hey, Haywood.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a third down.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does.
I had that whole sideline. The entire sideline.
My football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might...
20 times. I'm looking for the half. Oh, never mind.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56.
Oh, of course
it's your ball. Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime.
GG, Packers.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This will be taken in at the 1.
Not again.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
I suck. I don't suck that bad.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
25. Hey, lock it. Leo. Now.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew, Demario Davis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Minshew sets to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Did that well there.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the
What,
defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath.
Not yet.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 56. This is Fournette. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's get it. 56.
going to try and throw on third down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Allen now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw and going deep for Hill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
On the ball. Get it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here's Minshew. He sets up the screen to Jones. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Allen. And that gonna be incomplete.
Yo, was Hill really open?
It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jayon Brown drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. Remember, his 1st attempt was returned for a touchdown. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, two. Yo, go. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Yeah. Hit it.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. You. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Now.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Mike 2. You got nothing to that.
Off play action, it's Minshew.
Pick that off, bro.
Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Jesus.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him.
That wasn't even for you. You just took the rookie's catch.
Finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Dirty bird.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards.
Get Jared Alexander
this for
away.
a change in field position from inside
I'm
the
sick
10.
and tired of
Here's
it.
first
Oh,
down on
don't
the other
tell
side
me.
of the field.
Jesus.
On 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to you. 57 to Mike.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen And this is
Good job, Adrian. So bad.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, Lindsey gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check.
Another run by Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, 25 the mic. We got 25 the mic. I'm trying to collect. Hey, 25 the mic. We got 25 the mic.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Now. Mike 2. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 2. Go. 2.
On 4th down, Minshew. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Lindsey. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Packers. Philip Lindsey with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Lindsay. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions.